I don't know what happened here. It doesn't have so supply zone has been for 3 days. And but it's getting higher and higher. So only 7, 8 points left on the first supply zone. So the left is daily chart. So we are, okay, excuse my all the lines, but you can see this 100 moving average, 200. Um, this is election, November, right? So the election gap right above us. This is ES, and it's stalling. We're going up on reduced volume, but we're not overbought. We're close to overbought, but not overbought yet. So only 15 minutes wave 4 and then wave 5 up. So we may actually just, that's it, could it be? Let's look at SPY. It's clear picture. So let's make it bigger. So this is election, right? Flip zone, this whole area flip zone. Uh, this election gap and right above here. So SPY actually already above 200 moving average. ES slightly different. That's SPY, SPX more consistent because yes, you have counter rollover and 50 points up. So sometimes it could be confusing. And now you have 20. So 20 cross below, but if you come back up, may actually start bullish. However, 582 is what month low, right? It's a February low. So we have the whole December, January, February supplies above this current price. So I don't know. I think we may actually just hit 582 and start coming back down without hitting 100 moving average. We are running out of time, kind of say. But like what I said, we have two major events. Friday PCE. I'm not really worried about PCE. Some people do, but CPI, PPI were good. So I can't imagine PCE is not as good. So anyway, so for SPY, either here 578, 577. I personally think max is 582. That's my personal feeling. So now let's look at QQQ. So QQQ is also a little bit higher than SPY. We are actually in the election gap. And 200 moving average just right here. We almost hit it. And then month low, February, just $3 away. So I I don't personally think we are, I think the max we go is here. We might not even hit there because the whole December, November, December, January, February supply overhead about 496.76. I'll be really, really surprised if we actually go above that. And if we do, then the next level will be 500, 505, where the neckline, where we initially break down. I thought it, I think 500, 496, 498 is the max we can go. That's my feeling. But NQ is slightly more bullish. So if you look at NQ, it actually daily wave 3. So meaning if NQ come back down somewhere one like 21 200 and then revisit if we could get above 20720, there is a 400-point gap. So anything is possible. But if you look at a QQQ, QQQ making more sense because NQ, like I said, they have this counter rollover gap up 200 points. Sometimes that could confuse a wave indicator. So QQQ, we already printed wave two, and we are here. We're below there, right? So tiny gap 495. So I really think 496 will be hard for QQQ to get over. However, if we do get over, look at this. We're talking about $15 gap above overhead. So 496 area to 498. Let's say 496 to 499. This 3 points supply zone is very important. If we can get about here, then 15 points gap up. I personally don't think, but if Trump said, hey, we're going to do really very little to no tariff because of the deal, so that could be possible. So let's revisit the long-term portfolio, the leveraged ones, right? So I went ahead, did all the average price. Here is the only thing, only tiny green is the Facebook. Actually, Facebook was really strong, and then it dropped much more than I would like to, but it's still tiny green. Uh, Amazon, $2 up. Tesla is up the most, right? So the average price, if you design, I mean, I'm not saying the dollar amount should be same if you follow the same ratio. Let's say if you have $100,000 and you design like this. So your Tesla is up the most, more than 20%. AVGX, I don't have any AVGX. I took profit. And FNGB, you also up a little bit over $1. And so for SPY, let me put the long-term portfolio, SPY. So SPY, the first level 559, second level 549. We didn't hit this one. So the current price SPY is, no, sorry. SPY is 576. So you are up at least $20 on SPY. QQQ, I don't even remember. So 588, 488, 478. So you get all filled, and it's almost $10 apart. So the average price will be 480. And right now we are 493, so you are slightly green. But monthly level will go back to all-time high, so it's up to you whether you want to take some profit and reload when it's come back down. So far I haven't taken any profit yet. I think I might take some after this wave 5 up. So yes, maybe. Like as soon as the 15 minutes print wave 5 up, I'm gonna take at least 50% profit. And I already have a lot of cash. I have more than 40% cash now. So even if I don't take any profit, I just put a cover call on, I still should be fine. Okay, so on weekend, the weekly newsletter, I said that IGWay is actually stronger than any other sectors, and FICO is one of them too. APP is one of them. APP 276 here, the last level I gave. Now we're up, what, $80, $75. What is a high? Yeah, almost $80 net. So when I bought net, it was 113 or 115, I think, something like that. So we're up more than $15. CrowdStrike is insane. So CrowdStrike, I think I gave the first buying level somewhere here, and then here and here. But if you bought all three levels, you should be green. I personally did not buy CrowdStrike. I just traded, I didn't buy because I was saying I was gonna shorten my watch list. Don't do as many ticker. Even that, I only had two leap calls. I did January 2026, just two contracts, small, nothing big, and 100 shares. That's all I did. Team, not as strong, but it's still up 20, like $30, right? ZS, up about $30. It's pretty good. So sometimes the individual ticker is up more. PenW. So anyway, tomorrow I went through all these mega tickers, and those are if you bought the two levels, NVIDIA really never hit 101, so you should be up pretty big too. Tesla, since I became bullish, has been going up a lot, even today. Today, 290 call was more than 100% gain. So, however, is 195 daily wave 5 down. It's going to be 195. Worst case scenario can be 180, 180. So if we can get about 288, 325, there's a big volume gap on top. I would suggest if Tesla really hit 330, I think we should exit the whole thing. TSL. I mean, you should take some profit on TSLL already, because it's up more than 20%. And then when it's come back down, see here is 202, an hourly time frame. You can see is 193. So, however, if it gets above 295, 296, go to 330, this little resistance could be harder to get above, but for whatever reason we did, they will change wave structure, may actually, but daily doesn't change. So either way, you will see Tesla come back down. So I would really highly recommend you take some profit on Tesla on this bull run. So Microsoft is at the first supply zone. I think it's also like carry trade gap right now. If we can get above here, 401 and then 405, I don't think it's gonna get over 405 this round. So if you have MSTU and you're green, you want to take half profit, it's perfectly okay too. Amazon. Amazon, the three levels given, only two levels were hit. And if you bought both levels, you should be up. So this is first resistance. If we can get, I think 210 would be another resistance. I just didn't want to put a whole bunch of lines here. Okay, 210 here could be another one. So I do see 30 minutes wave 4 come back down. If you want to do it, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna do it. I'm kind of like the more I trade it, the more chicken I become. So 203 area ideally is 200, and then you can trade it to 208. So that's $8 move. Um, Google also the same. Yeah, the more I trade it, the more scared I become. So 168, 168, maybe 172. Only $4. I don't know. I'm not interested in $4 much. So Google also only hit downside two levels, and you should be up two. So I think the max maybe 172 to 175. And Apple had treated us really well. I don't know how many of you follow the Apple when it was 209, somewhere 210, and then Meta. I'm a little disappointed because when he first dropped, it didn't breach this pivot low. And I'm like, woohoo, really happy. That's why I gave the first level 620. I was like cheating a little bit. Usually I would give started from like 590 some. So anyways, first resistance getting above here could be 650. I don't know whether we can get over there, but I doubt it. But I'm gonna keep all my FBL shares, so I don't care. Netflix, my gosh, look at this. So my first level giving was 840, and then I have to cheat. I have to move up a little bit. Even that is up $120. So I don't know whether you get treated or not treated, but either way, this is really good. Um, so I don't have FNCA. If you do and it's up, all I have is FNCB. AMDL has been doing really, really well. I got in here and now it's like 20%. AMD, I think you should, if your share is still underwater, I think you can sell in the money call or at a money call, not out the money call. So AMD 4 already printed and 5 is going to be $90. We do have a gap about, so the max I see 120. We are at 115. I think this is pretty strong resistance here. You either can buy put, hedge, and sell call. So that's what I'm gonna do for my Tesla. Oh, oh, 物极必反. Oh, okay. So I don't see Meta. Daily is very good. There's no question. But hourly, oh, hey, look at that. So hourly, if you come back down to 610, 618, and can go to 650. This is not bad, actually, 610. If you come back to 610 and then 640, I think that's actually not too bad for Meta. Meta. Okay, Meta. Meta. Hourly. Hourly. Wait, we'll pull back to near 610 and target 645 to 653. Pull back. Okay. So that is that. The current bullish momentum is pretty strong, actually. So we might not pull back that much. But if you only pull back to 620, it could easily slide another $13. So I would wait to have strong confirmation before going long. Netflix, I don't know. They are so expensive, guys. Their options are really expensive. So I don't know. It looked like I want to come back down. You might want to do puts, like do a lead put. So what I'm planning to do, okay, so what I'm planning to do, if ES come to this level, or the 15 minutes wave 5 printed, and I may actually put on some hedge SPX, like a bear put spread, like 5,500 strike. So 5,500 a month out shouldn't be very expensive. That's like a 400 point drop lower. It should be like a $5-10 if you're willing to put $2,500 on to hedge your portfolio. I think that's really worth it. And dropping is like elevator up. What was that? Stair up, elevator down. Is that how you say it? So if we come back down, probably going to be fast. And probably it's going to be April 2nd if we do drop. Uh, Maybe Trump want to get the market up a little before because the sentiment is so bearish. Now the market is up, so has more room for the downside. And so I'm gonna look into it, the how much the let me look at it. If you do, I'm opening option chain. Come on, give to me. Let's see. Oh, I accidentally closed that. So anyway, so that's my plan. Whether it stays here or if uh like a wave 5, like hourly time frame, wave 5 printed here, I may actually just do here. So it's all depending on what is the hourly time frame. And if you don't want to do SPX, it's too expensive. Let me April 5,500. 5,500 is very cheap actually. 5,500. 54. Okay, not that cheap. $30. $30 a little higher than I would like to pay for hedge. But I think you'll be fine. You will make some money. You won't like if you go against you, you immediately cut loss, or you can do SPY. SPY. The SPY you have to do more contract to hedge. 550. A 550 is not bad. April 17 is $2.17. I think that's fine if you want to buy like 5 contracts, $1,000, and if it drop, can give you very big amount of money. So anyway, so that's the plan. Really just waiting for the last 15 minutes to print wave 5. First, you need wave 4 down, and then wave 5 up, and then that'll be it. By then, probably it's gonna be Friday or April 2nd. I think before April 2nd and PCE, we are not gonna have a big drop. So anyway, so that's my plan, and that's what we're gonna do. And whatever you want to do, you want to make your plans, right? So, okay, that's it. Short and sweet. I will see you guys tomorrow morning.